Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, here to bring you this week's edition of Mayhem, and we are kicking things off with tag team action as we are just days away from our season finale. The underappreciated of Ace Bradley and Andrew Stevens taking on Ricky Shea and Mike Morgan of the Fallen. As I said, just mere days before the season finale, days before they defend those World Tag Team Championships against Iceman and Bake. They are in tag team action against a team that has dominated much of seasons 2 and 3. It is the Fallen versus the underappreciated to kick off Mayhem next. Triad Award nominee, Ricky Shea, getting it. And as the underappreciated make their way to the ring, Run PGH putting the absolute paws on them. Feeding them to the Fallen, and that is not what you want to happen 5 days before defending your championships. They probably didn't want this match to begin with. Definitely didn't want an assault beforehand. Andrew Stevens stepping in, saying he'll take it. And no, at the last second, Ace Bradley comes in and Andrew Stevens on the outside chases down Ricky Shea. Ace, a little bit of strength, inverts it into that falling fish drop. Pulls Mike Morgan back into those cross faces. As it seems the teams have played a little okey doke, switched sides after the chase. Ace wasting a little too much time as Mike Morgan is not the man you want to give time to recover. Ace now sent into the Fallen corner. Mike Morgan in, double team coming. Hoists Ace up in the suplex. Ricky off the top with that cross body. And now immediately going to work on the arms. Off the front face lock. Rake of the eyes. Now back to work. Hammer locks the left arm. Into the Russian leg sweep, putting all that pressure on the elbow and shoulder. Off the stomp, now looking to axe handle the kneecaps. But Ace able to roll to his feet into that electric chair drop, tagging in Andrew Stevens. Big right hand turns Ricky around, looking to capitalize on it, but Ricky fighting back with the elbows. Now it's Ricky's turn. Knees to the spine, into the reverse DDT. Everything Ricky does is with surgical precision, and you are seeing more of that here. Now it's Andrew Stevens sent into the Fallen corner. Could be looking at another double team. Snapmare, rolling neck snap into the boot. Teamwork from the Fallen. Mike Morgan now looking to show the strength after showing the finesse. Deadlifting Andrew Stevens into the powerbomb. Taking it up to the second, going for the forearm. Stevens thankfully able to get out of the way, but still caught. Quick standing switch into a German that sends him into the turnbuckles. Mike Morgan not the man to be played with. Now an inverted suplex. Mike Morgan on fire right now. Could be looking at yet another double team from the Fallen. But Andrew Stevens able to boot his way out of it. Has that Cobra Clutch locked in. And transitions into the Russian leg sweep. Stevens needed just that small opening, and he took it. So he runs through Mike Morgan with that Polish hammer. Chops right to the throat, ducks a clothesline. There's a flying clothesline. Andrew Stevens feeling it now. He looks to put the big man up top. Thinking avalanche arm drag. Mike Morgan says no sir, headbutt. There's that forearm he was looking for earlier. I don't know why you would try to take a man that big off the top. And now you pay for it. As you get dropped throat first on the top rope. And Andrew Stevens still on the wrong side of town. Mike Morgan taking a little walk back up to the second. There's that forearm again. 285 pounds off the second across the face. Now taking his time, waits for Stevens to get up. There's an axe handle. Not letting Stevens crawl to the tag, but Stevens fights back with a rising knee. There's the opportunity he was looking for. Ace Bradley tagged back into this matchup. Got to try to keep the big man grounded, but already failing. And there's a Beal trying to take him off his feet. Ace Bradley playing to the crowd a bit. Might not work in his favor. As I said, you don't give that man time to recover. As he goes behind into another slinging German suplex. Ace did not get it as bad as Stevens did. Now it's Bradley sent into the Fallen's corner. Eating those shoulders to the midsection. And now a clubbing blow to the back. Ricky Shea tagged in. Big man did what he needed to. Stomp to the lower back. And that's exactly where he wanted Ace Bradley. Stomping the inside of the elbow. Has him up top. Snake Eyes in the corner. And some stomps to follow it up. Ace, though, still fighting back, shoves Ricky. But Ricky right there to stay on him. Hangs him up on the top rope, slingshots him back. Going right back to work on the arms. We see this time and time again. Trying to dislocate that shoulder joint. Go for the slam. Bradley, though, up and over. Ricky's still right there. Sends Ace, pulls him back into the backbreaker. Ricky Shea looking to take advantage now. Leaping arm breaker. As he continues the assault on the appendages of Ace Bradley. It's just a pair of left hands. There's a right. Beating the hell out of one half of the underappreciated, well, technically one quarter. And there's a flapjack. Ace trying to get back in this thing. Clothesline from Ace Bradley. Another. Ducks Ricky. Snaps off the power slam. And Ace not done just yet. Ducks under, looking for the Alabama slam. Ricky's head bouncing off the mat. And Ace immediately pulls him to his feet, sends him into the corner. And they are looking for that pledge allegiance to violence. Power slam, snap suplex combination. Andrew Stevens into the cover. Mike Morgan trying to distract the referee, but to no avail. And Ricky able to kick out at 2.5. Stevens looks to work on the neck, but Ricky, very smart, rolls through with the pressure, back on his feet. Grabs a hold of that wrist. Tries to pop that elbow, now holds on. Manipulating those joints, continuing to go to work on the wrist. Dropping the knee on the inside of the elbow. Stevens sweeps the leg on the way up. Making Ricky Shea think about it here. And Andrew Stevens is an absolute psychopath. headbutting that turnbuckle. There are steel hooks under those. Somebody should probably tell him. Now into that nerve hold, grabbing a hold of the trapezius. Trying to weaken Ricky's arm, trying to take some of that submission ability away. Ducks in, gets caught, snaps the DDT. Ricky Shea back on his feet now and has a hold of the arm. And we've seen it all too much. That hammerlock arm breaker. Ricky Shea looks to continue the assault now. Now they're going to do to Stevens the same thing he did to Ace Bradley. Ricky catches, rolls through into the Juji Katami, the cross arm breaker. And if Andrew Stevens was smart, there you go. Tap out. You have a championship match in 5 days. It did not start off very well for the underappreciated as they were assaulted by Bacon Iceman. And then the double team tactics from the Fallen. These two work better than most. But the underappreciated almost had it here with this pledge allegiance to violence. Power slam, snap suplex combination. But Ricky Shea still had a little too much left in the tank. He was a fairly fresh tag. And then he would go to work on the arms. Hammerlock arm breaker, Juji Katami. And the Fallen stand tall here. Ricky Shea, technical masterpiece, and you just witnessed it. The Fallen will not be forgotten about. As we look to move on to our next match of the evening. 4 men involved in that hybrid championship match. Last week, Showtime faced Logan Neal, one of the other competitors, and put on a 5-star classic. Now in front of him, the Minister of Mayhem, Dante Ripley. As Ripley hopefully not looking past Showtime because he knows he has a huge match this Saturday. It is our season finale. It is Smokeout. And Superstar will defend the hybrid championship against Showtime. Dante Ripley and Logan Neal in a 4-corner survival match. But tonight, Ripley and Showtime go one-on-one for, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first time ever. There you go, Chip, bringing you some of those Triad Awards. Breakout Talent of the Year, Dante Ripley, and I don't think there was a lot of competition, but oh man, the way Project Mayhem has spread itself throughout the Triad and the championships they have brought, it is hard to deny that man's presence as he makes his presence known. Stepping through that curtain, making his way into this building. And there you see another one, Showtime and Logan Neal winning match of the year. That's another one. There have been classic matches here throughout the Triad. But you realize when you're witnessing something special, and Showtime and Logan Neal was special. Showtime and Logan Neal also won by a slim margin. There was a lot of good things happening here in the Triad. Our inaugural year running together. Ripley in the ring waiting on showtime. The leader of the Grove Street Goons, hoping to bring some more gold to the block with his shot at the Hybrid Championship. Showtime, after only 3 seasons with the Triad, already a Triple Crown champion. Lots of threes. He's a 3-time world champion, a 3-time Super Junior champion. He is a Triple Crown champion. Looks to add his 2nd hybrid title reign at Smokeout. But right now it is Ripley versus Showtime one-on-one. The bell rings, this one live. They lock up. Showtime going to look to back Ripley into the corner. Ref going to look for a break. We actually get a clean break. I was not expecting that. But Ripley takes advantage. Bulldog into the corner. Now going to work on the neck of Showtime. Everybody says a lot about Ripley not feeling pain and doing absolutely anything in a match, but forget how good he truly is on top of it. Showtime, on the other hand, at the top of his game. Jawbreaker into that flying head scissors. Little bit of throwback special there. As Ripley rolls out, catches the breath, makes his way back in, but gets caught. Showtime snaps him down, now picking up speed off the ropes into the flipping neck breaker. And there's the hybrid champion making his way down to the ring. Has Showtime hooked. Crosses the leg, superstar suplex. And the referee forced to ring the bell. That is a disqualification. And it looks like we will not be seeing this match today, as Superstar says, no sir. Which brings us to our next match. This one, 3 guys looking to break themselves out, looking to start those momentum trains on the road to Season 4. Trustin Banks, Azriel, and All Day Alex Davis. Three men who will be missing out, Smokeout. Such a competitive environment we have here. Lots of people you'd like to see on every show, but with a talent roster this deep, some people cannot make it. These are 3 that cannot, but they will be showcased here tonight in triple threat action as the leader of the Dynasty Club, Trustin Banks, takes on Azriel and All Day Alex Davis. As I said, the road to Season 4 begins for everyone else. Trustin Banks going to be the first man out. And a lot of people have been saying they haven't seen much of Trustin Banks. Hasn't won a lot of matches. Hasn't been in a lot of matches. Then again, he's a smart boss. No sense in working hard with one of the people you employ has a shot at the world title. Project Mayhem winning your hashtag Heels of the Year award. Yeah, they have terrorized the entire triad. Even though I'm thinking right now, everybody's kind of mad at Superstar for ruining what could have been a great match, a first time ever match. And Superstar had to muck it all up. As the richest man in HCW prepares for his match. There have been two names that a lot of people have said will have a breakout year. They are the next guys. One of those names is the real deal Logan Neal. The other is all day Alex Davis. Alex Davis put on classic performances this entire season. Won himself that Super Junior Championship, moved out of the junior division. Could not win the big one. Looked great leading into championship matches. But the bright lights seem to have get to him. He looks focused here tonight. Neal has broken out, I would say. I would say the only thing Logan Neal's missing is a run with that HCW World Championship. I think this was his season. That man didn't have a bad match all season. Not to mention, Alex Davis wears Zubaz, so he's automatically in my top 5. And the third man in this match, Azriel making his way to the ring. The Earthbound Angel. The man who made the Ultra-Violent Championship popular has had an off season. And it happens to the best of them. The real question is, how will he fight back in season 4? Azriel ready for action here tonight. Trustin Banks, Alex Davis, Azriel. The bell rings, triple threat action live, and Alex Davis immediately going after Trustin Banks, taking him over the shoulder with that judo toss. And Azriel waiting on him, drop kicks the knee. Alex Davis says, no sir, I have the brace for a reason. Into the jawbreaker, snapmare off the ropes into a seated drop kick. Davis gets snatched back into the backbreaker, and there is yet another Triad award. And Steve Taylor has won the most popular award. And I don't know if it was Steve Taylor or the sudden death that won it. But either way, he will be walking out with it. You can get the full listings and the official responses after the season for Supernova Pro and Blitz. When we are all done, Chip has said he will go on there, let you know who won what and when. We will also be doing ours after Smokeout. Our HCW Year-End Award Show will be brought to you live. As Azriel and Alex Davis continue to fend it off. And speaking of Stevie, Stevie gets a dub. And Alex Davis gets a drive-by neck breaker. And Trustin Banks gets a snap DDT. Azriel is feeling it right now. Azrael trying to steal one into the cover, but Trustin Banks kicks out before one. As Chip is letting him fly. Wizard, the junior heavyweight of the year. Cruiserweight, Super Junior, call it what you will. He won. Also shook things up by even re-entering that division. And has had a stranglehold on the championship ever since. Azrael takes a seat, rolls to the outside, and Trustin Banks drops the knee to the back of Alex Davis's neck. Trustin Banks in full control right now. He looks to hit that neck breaker, but Azrael back in the ring, forearm to the jaw, connects. Runs in with the clothesline, levels Azrael. Showtime speaking his mind about superstar. Short arm shoulder tackle in the ring from Azrael into the leaping elbow. Alex Davis up on the shoulders, gets caught. Is that a wasteland? Alex Davis immediately pops to his feet into the jawbreaker. Nasty forearm connects. Now immediately follows it up with a snap suplex. Trustin Banks being smart, trying to stay out of the action, but Alex Davis not having it, sends him into the corner. And now looking to send him shoulder first into the steel. Trustin Banks able to catch that boot. Face plants Alex Davis. Azrael holding himself up on the ropes right now. Or was he playing possum as he comes down and sends Banks into the opposite corner? But eats a big boot out for his troubles. Banks taking advantage, tries to snap that knee. Showtime now a two-time match of the year winner. Or is it three-time? Did he win in... No, season 2 and... Yeah. Did not win season 1. Season 2, it was the trilogy with Bake that won. Alex Davis waiting to do something crazy. Goes for the splash, and then Azrael follows it up with the elbow. Banks is being assaulted right now. Snaps off that reverse DDT. Now it's Davis right there, sends Banks off the ropes, catches him with that leg lariat, falls into the cover. Alex Davis, low elbow drop of his own before pulling Trustin Banks to his feet just to sit him down with a side effect into the cover. But Azrael slides back in the ring, says not today. Then tries to steal one, and Alex Davis forced to break it up. Big Nigel winning that Haas Award. And Azrael getting hit with a big German suplex. And a Boston knee party. Azrael being pinned now by Alex Davis, but able to kick out at 2. There's one of the most unanimous votes right there, the skeevy streak. Definitely the shocker of the year. Azrael falls into the cover again. This time it's Trustin Banks who's forced to break it up. But Banks gets caught, turned around into that butterfly suplex. Banks rolling to the outside. And Alex Davis has his eyes set on Azrael. And there's Daybreak. Azrael down, Banks out on the outside, leg hooked. But Azrael kicks out at 2.9. Azrael sent into the corner. Alex Davis follows it up with that running European uppercut. Banks violates Wizard rule and will pay for it. Pump handle into the gut buster. As Chip continues with the awards, your most improved superstar will be Travis Palmer. And it is hard to deny that one. You want to talk about a career resurgence. As Alex Davis is on fire, taking both men out, but cannot seem to get a pinfall victory right now. Knee drop off the second. Into the cover one more time. 2 count again as Azriel slides back into the ring. Big right hand, goes low with the boot, but able to be stuffed by Davis, who sends him into the corner. Sidestep, Azriel, forearm to the gut. Now sends him opposite side. That's not where you want to be. As Alex Davis gets body slammed. Azriel falling elbow drop. Trustin Banks now making it back to his feet. And Mayhem definitely cleaned up the awards as we also see the rivalry of the year. Bank versus Travis Palmer. And what an incredible rivalry that was down in Supernova Pro. As Azriel now, after clotheslining Banks in the corner, looks to take advantage. Has Alex Davis up. Spikes him on the top of his head. And the fall from grace could spell victory. But Azriel has had a lot taken out of him as he now shoots the half into the cover. Banks back on his feet, there to break it up at 2. Banks up on the shoulders, drop throat first on the top rope. As Azriel continues to try to keep this thing going. Pulls Alex Davis away from those ropes one more time, falls into the cover. This time Alex Davis kicks out on his own as he eats a boot to the spine for his efforts. Azriel pulling him back up. Looking for the power bomb, but a face buster there. Alex Davis fights through, makes his way over, front face lock after dodging the strike. Snapmares him down into the tequila sunrise. And that is something new from Alex Davis. Banks able to fight his way out of it, shoves Alex Davis back. But Banks has him. No. Looked like he was thinking reverse DDT, instead a neck breaker. Banks in the corner, forearm right to the spine, now being set up. Hangman's neck breaker from Alex Davis, and then elbow drop from Azriel. On to Davis, looking to steal it here. Only a count of 2 as Chip continues to roll him out. Tag Team of the Year from Supernova Pro, Adrenaline Underground. And I dig it. As these two continue to trade strikes. Big boot, that drive-by almost knocks Alex Davis's head off. Your Women's Talent of the Year, Val Savage, also pretty much unanimous. Running things all over the triad, including winning Ladies Night here at HCW. And yet again, violating Wizard Rule, Trustin Banks will be body slammed. And falling elbow drop to the heart. Men's Talent of the Year, Ray Demonio. Man, has he even lost the match? Singles? As Banks falls into a cover. I'm still pretty sure he's undefeated, or at the very least has only lost 1. And yet again, violating Wizard Rule is Trustin Banks, but he's able to fight his way out of that Tiger Driver into that float over arm drag. As he now has Alex Davis in that Boston Crab. No singles losses. That is a ridiculous season. Azriel drops down with the fireman's carry, looking to take advantage on Trustin Banks. And that's not what you want to see. Another fall from grace, this one on Banks. And Alex Davis is pretty much out on the canvas. Azriel looking to pick up a victory, rolls him over, hooks the leg. And Alex Davis started to stir a little too late. What a match. And Azriel walks out victorious. There we see the Boston Knee Party. He would take Trustin Banks out of the equation and hit Daybreak. He would not be able to get the job done, then continue the work as Banks would be able to kick out. Alex Davis looked great in this one. Trustin Banks continued to violate Wizard Rule and pay for it. But Azriel with this fall, there's the fall from grace on Alex Davis. He would also hit one on Trustin Banks for the victory. Azriel stands tall here tonight. Azriel getting some momentum rolling. Now needs to keep that thought process moving into Season 4. As we move on to women's division action. Rachel Street representing the Grove Street Goons going one-on-one with former women's champion Casey Myers. Haven't seen Myers here in HCW in a couple of months. She has been having matches throughout the triad, however, as she makes her way back home to take on Rachel one-on-one next on Mayhem. Did all three win pay-per-view of the year, or did each company get one? We have BWO's insert coin to continue. Uprising Survival from us just a few weeks ago. And the Infusion pay-per-view from Supernova Pro a little over a week ago. All three incredible shows as Chip continues to roll out the victories. All right, everybody gets one, Peter. As Rachel Street makes her way into the building. Rachel Street having a great rookie season, picked up some big victories. A lot of experts say it's only a matter of time before she holds on to that women's championship somewhere here in the triad. We will see how she does against yet another former champion here tonight. She awaits her opponent, and there is the Psycho Princess. Casey Myers making her way down to the ring. And Gamino is in the building. I also hope Casey Myers gets a bounce back here. We get a handshake from these two. This is definitely a different Casey Myers. Both ladies meet in the center, and it's Rachel with the snap suplex. to stay on the former champion. She runs through with the Bulldog. And now whips Casey down by the back of the head. Rachel doing exactly what she needs to do right now. Stay on the opponent, the more experienced opponent here. And now off the Thez press, bouncing the back of Casey's head off the apron. It's a splash as Myers looks to keep it up. Myers fights back and then drops Street with the clothesline. You gotta stay on somebody like Myers, who's been with us from the beginning. Floats over off the slam, kicks out the knee, beautifully executed drop kick. Myers pulls herself up just to eat that right hand. Mayhem won 4 awards. As it looks like Myers now gonna pay on the outside. Dropped face first on that barricade. She is now Street sent in the ring. Myers off the reversal. Myers sends Street off the ropes now. Goes for the drop kick but gets sidestepped. There's a big right roundhouse. Now butterflies the arms into the backbreaker. Myers still on her feet though. Snaps the jawbreaker. Big right hand. Turns her around. Into that beautiful tiger suplex. There's a forearm. Myers responds back with a second. Now picking up speed out of the corner. A third forearm. Then the running bulldog. And Myers now getting that second wind. And there's the headbutts coming. And she is not done. Crawls up the body, looking to deliver more headbutts. And that is 7 headbutts in a row. And Myers looking to fight back from it. Has Street hooked. Psycho Crusher. And Street kicks out at 1. Rachel proving herself here tonight. But Myers, not to be discouraged, sends her into the corner. Step up knee. Standing switch though. Rachel still in this thing. Myers grabs a hold. There's that sidewalk slam. Looks to work on the arm. A little shade of Ricky Shea there. Shoots the half into the cover. Rachel staying in this thing. Now looking to work on the left leg. Whipped around before being snapmare down. Now it's Casey looking to wear Rachel out just a bit. Cranking back on that chin lock. Rachel making her way back up. Fights back with the elbows. Goes low with the boot. Up and down with a street sweeper. Into the cover, looking to pin another former champion. And the rise of Rachel Street continues. And Rachel Street picks up another huge victory. She has said she is next up with the women's division, and she continues to prove it. There's the street sweeper. Knees to the chest, that high elevation lung blower. Rachel continues the celebration. Big things in this girl's future. As we get set for our main event of the evening, and something I am extremely excited for. One-on-one action. Fergal Flynn, who will be taking a shot at Matt Lewis's Ultra-Violent Championship in just 5 days' time, takes on the #1 contender and beating the odds Rumble winner, Kevin Ferguson. It is #1 contender versus #1 contender. It is two big bulls. It is the main event of Mayhem. Next. We await the entrance of Fergal Flynn. Not a one. But he does have a chance to walk out as a world champion in the Triad, as well as an Ultraviolet champion. I will take championships over awards any day. Ha, fella. We await the entrance of his opponent here tonight. And the investment, Kevin Ferguson, being flanked by the returning JS Paycheck. I don't know how you don't wrestle but get injured. I mean, yes, I do. People used to beat the hell out of JS Paycheck. JS Paycheck had a torn ACL. Just coming back. The investment has been putting on great matches as of late. Looks to do just that one more time. Oh no, we will never let Fergal forget he was Mexican at one point. As he just shoulder blocks the bejesus out of the former defensive tackle and linebacker. I know I made a big deal about linebacker, but I was incorrect. He had to correct me. It was a defensive tackle that occasionally played linebacker, and I apologize. As he sets Fergal up on that top rope, slingshots him back into the center, and we have a hoss fight on our hands. And there's a Tyrion DDT. The investment now reigning those rights. Miss El Mustachio. Shoulder block. Fergal looking to take advantage. Now sends Ferguson off the ropes. Big spine buster. Make fun of Flynn all you want. That boy is all power. And arguably one of the most, if not the most devastating strike in all of the triad. Eats that back elbow from the investment on the way up. Blocks the right, responds with a forearm. Has him up high angle into that rib breaker. Looking to keep him down with that axe handle to the spine. Flynn now with the investment hooked, has him up. There's the delay. There's the suplex. And JS Paycheck looks very nervous on the outside, as he should. Knockout knee strike from the exposed knee of Flynn. Let us not forget, not only is Kevin Ferguson in danger in this match, but last time JS Paycheck was ringside, he tore an ACL, and he is around the ring with an absolute lunatic. Fergal Flynn might break your leg off and beat you with it like a Quan Chi fatality. As the investment forced to drop down into that fireman's carry. Flynn pulls himself up on the ropes, gets shoulder blocked all the way to the floor. And JS Paycheck now gets tossed in the ring. What did I just say? And a snap DDT from Flynn. Paycheck needs to stay far away from the action. Like, yeah, way over there. As Flynn gets some payback with the right hands of his own, and not done with the ground and pound. That was an easy 10 strikes right to the face. Referee at a count of 6. Now a count of 7. And Flynn just looking to inflict punishment. Count of 8. Flynn takes Ferguson down. Busts his face off the ring post. Flynn picks up a victory. And I think Ferguson was busted open there. You see that modified Space Tornado Ogawa. Now look at this. Face first off the steel, and Ferguson immediately grabs at the face. He's definitely split wide open. as Fergal Flynn celebrates a victory. Take it however you can, big fella. And Flynn gonna walk out victorious here in the main event. One step closer to regaining that ultra-violent championship. And that is going to do it for us here on Mayhem. There are multiple shows this week from the Triad. We will be back on Wednesday. So, for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena here tonight, for the investment, Kevin Ferguson, but more importantly, Fergal Flynn, I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth. B-I double signing off. We'll see you on Wednesday for Throwdown.